How are you? Find a group. We are.
Great. So I can get everybody to do time out for just a moment. Moses, you're in high school.
Yeah.
You're gonna come join one of these groups. Is Robert here?
He's in the parking lot right now.
Oh, no.
Which Robert?
Oh, here's Robert.
Yeah, I'm
Okay,
right.
if you want to start your meeting,
Yes.
because that's where everybody will be in.
Where is-
No, you don't have to do that. Okay. Just make sure that it is recording. Yep, it's recording. And then if people come in, there might be some people from outside of the organization who come in.
All right.
Okay.
Sounds great.
Why won't it let you in?
Well, I'm in.
Huh? But it says waiting for others to join.
Yes.
Oh, but your camera's turned off. Why is it turned? There we go. Okay, so each of us, we're going to be playing a game today. And there is a teacher at each of your tables who's going to be recording you playing the game. All right, so Juliet, we're going to have you go over to Ginger's table, please, or Amber's table. Actually, Amber's table has a chair in the middle. For my recorders, my people recording, make sure that you have turned noise suppression off because we want to hear what the kids are saying about this game. All right, and that we can see them playing the game. All right, so I am helping a team of designers rewrite a game for the Cooper Hewitt Smithsonian Design Museum in New York City. So we're going to play test that game today before they start making all the graphics and everything for the final game. Okay, so that's why we're going to record us playing the game, because we're going to send that to the designers. They're going to get feedback and then we'll improve the game. Okay, each round takes about 20 minutes. All right, so I'm going to read the directions like they are in the facilitation guide, so that way we can see if teachers would know how to do this based on the directions that we've written. Okay, does that make sense? Yes. All right, so the first thing I need is if you have earphones in, if you have your phone out or your device, I need you to turn those off and put them away. Okay? Awesome. Let's start. Sorry, I gotta get to the page. All right. So, are we ready? Give me a thumbs up at your table if you're ready. Thumbs up at your table if you're ready. Can you hear me over there? All right, good deal. Congratulations, you all are now designers. In this game, many places in town need improvement to better meet the community's needs. The local government approved starting the design process for high priority locations. Your design team of the people at your table was behind the initial solutions. The objective is for each player to improve livability in the town. Each table makes up a team of individuals or groups. And there are two design phases per round. I will read the directions for the first half of the planning board phase. Okay? When 5 minutes is up, everyone will freeze, and I will read the second part of the directions. So what are we doing when 5 minutes are up? Freeze. Very good. Okay? Note, there is a challenge card in the middle of your table. The core design requirement side should be face down. You should only see the challenge. Okay? Before I read the directions to the first part, can Claire tell me what the objective of the game is? to design? Kind of. Can any friend tell me what the objective is? No? Do I need to remind you? Jace, what was the objective? Do you know? Okay, to improve livability in the town. That's what we're trying to do for design. All right, so each designer starts the game with 3 chips. Everybody should have 3 chips. All the extra chips are going to be in the game bank. Okay, there's a challenge card in the middle of your table. Do not look at the other side of it. When I say go, the person with the longest hair is going to read the challenge to your team. Then each of you as a designer can work individually or in groups to draw, write, build, or verbalize as many design ideas to the challenge as possible for 5 minutes. So the person with the longest hair is going to read the challenge, and then you will have 5 minutes. You can either work as a whole group or individuals or just a couple people and some individuals to come up with as many solutions that you think the town will approve. Give me a thumbs up if you understand. All right, designers, are you ready? Yes. In 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Person with the longest hair, read the challenge card.
That's a character card? Those are the challenge cards.
Do you want to read it or do you want somebody else to read it?
I'm the longest.
Anaya, well, you're Adrian, go for it. Don't flip it over, leave it flat.
The store wants to promote local products. Make a logo to identify locally made foods.
Cool. So everybody grab a pencil, maybe some paper.
Going to write, draw, verbalize, or build.
If you're not the best at drawing, you might come up with some ideas that we include in the design.
So the grocery communication, the grocery store wants
just
to
observe
promote
it.
local products. Design a logo to identify locally made foods.
So how do you guys do that?
I make a big building.
Would a big building help us identify locally made foods? What is locally made foods? Okay, so locally grown. What does locally mean to you guys?
Like a lot of people.
You only have 5 minutes.
A lot of people? Yeah, in the same city or state, right? So how would we find those things? What are some ideas you guys got? Let's go. What do you think? Farms?
The American flag.
Okay. List those down. Talk to each other. You're not talking to me, you're talking to each other.
We can't see the kids. You might have to scoot back.
So what else speaks local to you guys?
Yeah, 30 seconds.
Local. Local foods. What speaks local to you guys?
Like say you like grapes.
Whatever you think.
I'll say like grapes.
Okay.
Five, four, three, two, one. Freeze.
Freeze. Freeze.
Everybody clap your hands. Awesome. Okay, so I'm going to explain the second 5 minutes of this phase. When I say go, each person, each designer will take turns presenting their ideas, okay, to your team. Sorry. If you are playing in groups, each designer needs to present at least 3 things from your design to the group. After each designer has shared 3 core design requirements, okay, the team will receive 1 chip from the game bank for each core design requirement that has been presented. Okay, so you're all going to state 3 core design elements. After everybody has shared, you'll flip your design card over and read what the town is accepting. And for each one of those that you got, you're going to put 1 chip in the middle of from the game bank. Okay? Thumbs up if you understand. All right. And go.
Could you speak up a little more, Adrian? Speak up a little louder.
All I needed to do was hear the word barn and American flag, and this flag came up to me.
Charlie? You don't have any elements? Okay. Anaya, what about you?
I would say the same thing. Barn and barn
Okay. Marissa?
Once everybody's shared, somebody turn over the design challenge card, just the top part, and read the elements.
Go ahead and flip it over. We've all shared.
Yeah, Tim, do you want to read it so it's loud?
Yeah, you really got to speak up because they need to hear you.
Successful solutions might be clear, meaningful, hiding, relevant, multi-use, positive, or other.
Very good. And by other, they mean something creative.
So, did anybody say a logo clearly indicates products are made locally? Did anybody give that idea?
We need to read all that.
Yeah. Did anybody get that idea? Yeah, so you're gonna go one by one, and if somebody presented one of these ideas, then you're gonna take one for the bank, put it in.
Oh, okay. Logo clearly indicates products are locally made. Do you have any logos that clearly indicate? This one says locally farmed. So one of these.
Yeah, there's one. Yeah.
All right. Does anybody else have it? Is it clearer on your logo that it's locally made? Does anybody else have what yours say locally made on there? All right. What about recognizable? Easy to spot and remember at a glance. Which of these do you think is easy to spot and remember at a glance?
Did anybody give that idea? So take one for the bank and put it in.
Inviting, right? Friendly colors that attract attention. Well, we don't have any colors on ours, I guess, but so we go to relevant. It has imagery related to local farming and community. I believe we have several. Don't you have a farm? Right?
Yeah.
What about you? Do you have a farm on yours? I can't tell. Could you move?
Yes.
Okay, very good. 1, 2, 3. That's a farm, right? Farm has
So you
4.
just get one for each one of them.
Oh, okay. All right, good work. Multi-use. Looks good on different materials like packaging and signs. You think any of these would look good on packaging and signs? Yeah. You got the flag. What about yours? I think yours. We'll say yes. One more. All right. Positive shows a sense of community pride and support for local business. Well, this says literally locally farmed. So I think that's community pride, right? All right. Oh, it's got the American flag. If you're against that, you can move back to Russia. Huh. Other, something creative. Well, I think we have creative, 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 creative. Boom, we're killing it. If this game were a bad guy, it'd be dead. Because we just killed him. Thank you. Alright, what do we do next?
We will have to wait till the next phase.
Alright.
Yep.
I mean, between you and me, I think we're winning. I think we're beating hands on
We have about 2 minutes.
But let's not embarrass the other team. Let's just try to win by a little bit. That way we don't want to feel bad. Or do we just destroy them and make them cry? What do you think?
Put your phone away, please.
Up on phone.
Put your phone away, please. Mama knows. You'll have time afterwards.
I'm just doing it while the break is going.
So, humiliation or good fair play? What do you think? Oh, that's a man after my own spirit. But I think fair play. Fair play. Because I am a teacher and I should be a good, what's the word? What? Example. Thank you very much. Thank you, vocabulary here. Vocabulary lesson, A+. I used to teach middle school.
All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. All right, we are going to the second phase. Did you learn how to play the game that round? Yes. So now we're going to know going forward how the game works, right? Because we've played a little bit. So the second phase in this round is the community round. Congratulations, designers. Your ideas were accepted by the planning board responsible for approving your town's improvements. Your team's designs are now open for public comment and may need to be modified to fit the needs of the whole community. Okay? When I say go, each designer is going to pick up a character card from the pile at your table. Character cards have an image of a town resident and their personal bio, which includes 5 design elements they need for a design to be useful to them. Designers will take turns reading aloud all the information on their card to their team, including the 5 elements. Then you will take turns quickly providing additional design solutions to the challenge that you believe will help more residents in town. You can provide solutions for the resident on your character card or anyone else's character card because you're one team. Okay? Design elements are only worth 1 chip, regardless of how often the solution is said. Okay? At the end of the community phase, you will stack all of the chips in the middle. But this round, instead of getting a chip from the bank, if someone or you meet one of the elements on your character card, each time one of your character card elements is met, you're going to take one of your chips and put it in the middle. Because the point is to get all the needs of the community met. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, but you're not going to be drawing it. It's quick. It's rapid. They call this rapid ideation. That means you're just going to take turns coming up with solutions after you read your character card. So, you have 5 minutes for this round. Are we ready? Person with the shortest hair is going to read their character card first. And go.
Everybody grab one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody grab a character card.
Go quick. You've got very little time. Just grab it. No, yeah, that's how it is. They're supposed to be glued together, dude. You too, Marissa. Grab one. All right, read those out loud so the whole table can hear.
Tara, that's you right here. Yeah, yep. Raj. Okay. So, I thought there was like a problem. Robert,
Say what?
so after we read this, I thought you were supposed to come up with a problem or solution?
Yes. So tailoring to. So Raj here. Can you read his bio?
Yeah, he runs a small local business that is invested in the town's economy. He appreciates spaces that are business friendly and drawn foot traffic.
Okay. So after we read the rest of them, you're going to start tailoring your logos to these 4 people. So for Raj, he owns a small local business. So how would he be interested in this logo? He might be one of the people who sells local food. So you might come up with an idea of how it's going to be. So Adrian, you're next. What's your character?
Making the most strong innovation loves He prefers space that foster creativity, networking, and technology. Does this look like a easy?
Never know.
Okay. And then also apparently read the stuff on the back as well. 5 towers. You got to speak up. If I can't hear you over here, they can't hear you.
Wi-Fi
All right, Anaya, your turn. Yeah, read yours. Guys, we're taking turns reading first, then we come up with ideas. Environmental? You're reading it to everybody else, not just yourself. Yeah. Yeah, so read louder.
Are we rapidly ideating? Or are you
Well, we haven't got through our bios yet.
Okay, we gotta hurry.
Yeah. And then what does she need on the back?
Open spaces, dance-friendly flooring, shaded areas, flexible seating, and smooth walkways. So have everybody read everything on their card? So now you're gonna take turns giving out ideas of how to make a solution that fits all these people's needs to your challenge. And go. Isaac.
So the grocery store represents local products. And they want a logo that identifies locally made. So you're saying that they want casual dining space, right? Casual seating. In the logo, should we have some sort of like outside seating in the logo or something, or like seating?
Alright, this still sounds the same.
All right.
Honestly, because how much we're putting into this,
9,
it
8,
seems like it should be a massive
7,
event.
6, 5,
You know what else that sounded?
1.
I was thinking about that.
Close our last thought.
A horseshoe bed.
Very good. Okay, so those were our first two phases. We're going to do the third phase, which is called the debrief. All right, in your small group. Okay. The first question that you're going to talk about, and each take a turn answering, says, how does it feel to be a designer? One person go. You have 2 minutes for everybody to answer. How does it feel to be a designer?
Well, I think we've got kind of a difficult challenge here because making a logo that fulfills these things is it's not easy because it's hard to, how do you make a logo that shows that spaces are business friendly and not foot traffic? I guess you could have a logo that has people walking into a restaurant.
All right, let's close up that last thought. All right, I would like you to reset the table so everybody gets back 3 chips, put all the other chips in the game bag.
You already
All
spilled.
right. You're going to take the character cards that you just used and put those to the side. And put the design card that you just did to the side. Okay, we're resetting the table.
Reset your chips, make sure.
Reset the table. Everybody should have 3 chips. And there should be a design card in the middle, face up. Challenge face up, yeah. Design challenge face up. All right? Okay, so this is a new round. So we kind of learned how to play the game the first time, correct? Something that I observed is that we aren't very fast. Sometimes we're real slow because we're used to doing things at our own pace in the virtual world. This is a skill you have to learn in the real world. When people say 5 minutes and they need you to give an idea at your job, they're not going to wait on you for 5 minutes to get your job done, right? They want you to do it now and quickly and well. So that's what you're going to do this round. You're going to actually participate actively, right? And we're going to do it within the time constraints that we have, all right? So the first part of the planning board phase is 5 minutes long, okay? One person's going to read the challenge in the middle to the whole group, and then you will have 5 minutes to either together or individually, or a combination, come up with what you think the solutions are. Did you learn something about reading the solutions last time and how you can change what you're going to do this time? Okay, so you're going to have 5 minutes. Ready? Go.
All right, Charlie, read our design card, please.
The bones and keys can easily slip through the bleachers. Redesign the bleachers to allow things to store that belong.
All right, so what are some things that need to be addressed here? How would we redesign the bleachers? Go. Pockets to gaps. Okay, what else? Storage by the seats. Yeah. What else? We're not drawing in this case, we're just listing ideas. That's okay, well.
I think he's drawing his idea a little bit.
That works too. Yeah. What other elements do we need here?
This is kind of tricky though. You ever been in bleachers before, and then like, you had like a water bottle, you accidentally kicked it up. Yeah, there you go. So how do we solve that? So we got pockets to block the gap, or not pockets, like a thing to block the gap. Yeah, you're talking about. And then, yeah, and like a pouch underneath the seat where you put stuff, like kind of like a chair that has like the chairs at regular schools, you know, they have little underneath it.
What about you, Anaya? Any ideas?
I would say like a place that I don't know what to think about
Speak up. If you guys are going to talk, speak up loudly because we want to be able to hear you.
I don't know what idea.
Well, we have a problem, right? We keep losing things from falling through the bleachers. What are some ideas? We've got pockets. We've got blocks for things that block it. What are some other ideas that we could do and come up with for these ideas?
Like block the thing around it.
What materials would we use?
Like outside.
Yeah, at a bleacher. Put it down. It's ideas.
Like natural materials that
Maybe
stay
somebody
forever.
could like make a machine where something where bring it back to its owner.
Robots.
What's it look like though?
Just like one of those toys.
Like a Zumba.
Sometimes I think that we should Roomba. What if we got real people?
Have you thought about what the problems this causes? What are some of the things that come from dropping your stuff in the bleachers? What are some problems that come from that? Damage to your stuff. It could be your car keys. Is there a chance you're going to find your car keys? No, so it's a big problem, right? So we've got damage, lost items. So what could we do to reduce that? How about damaged items? If it falls through, what else can we do to keep it from getting damaged? Padding? A net? Yeah. A net to catch your stuff, yeah. A net. N-E-T.
Catch it, and then you can pull the net out, and then like.
And freeze.
How's that going?
Freeze. Finish up your last comment and freeze. Okay. So we're going to start the second 5 minutes of the planning board phase, right? Someone on your team is going to turn the card over and read the viable solutions, the 3 core design requirements, and you will get up to 3 points, 3 chips from the game bank if somebody's design had one of those. Correct? Okay, ready? Go.
Okay, what we need
Let's lay them out. So let's do one at a time. So what's the first one? All right, cool. Do we have that? Do you guys feel that way? All right, cool. One for that one. All right, go for the next one.
easy to use. And to use storage and access their IP
Yeah. Right underneath the seat. Those kind of things. Very nice. Very nice. Very good. There's 3.
That's what I was thinking.
We did talk about the materials, didn't we? And I had mentioned rock because rock lasts a while. Unless it rains. Well, we didn't write down them. All we got was rock. Because we didn't talk about other materials. So what do you guys think? Do you feel like we met that one? Yeah, directly under the seat. We're not changing anything. We're adding something there.
Water. Items safe from rain or spill.
You're not weatherproof, but the stuff is weatherproof. Safe overall. Very nice. And then creative. We talked about nets. We talked about other things. We got kind of creative. You guys feel like we meet that criteria? You do? It's not my opinion. You guys decide. We got a yes? Yes, yes, yes. All right, cool. So we got a pool of 7 right here. That's good, Mark. So since we got a couple of more seconds, what are some other creative ways we could get? The robot. Yeah. Ooh, maybe we could have like the robot
Great.
lock the device for us.
Yeah. All right, time. Time. Freeze. All right, so now, okay, we're going to the committee round, right? Designers? Design's got a group. You have something from the bank in the middle. Everybody's going to choose a new character. You're going to read the front and the back of the card, right? Everybody will read the front and the back of the card of their character. And based on what your character's needs are, or anyone else is on your team, you're going to go around and try and come up with as many ideas as possible. For example, in the last round, Claire had like Wi-Fi zones and all sorts of different things. But their space was a garden. So maybe a solution that somebody could have said, and to make that need met, would say they could have free Wi-Fi over the city, like a free zone. That would be a solution. Okay? If somebody names one of your design requirements, that person is going to put up one of the tokens in the middle, one of the chips. You have 5 minutes for this round, remember? So you have to pick a card, read front and back quickly, and then you're going to rapidly go around trying to solve the problem, the same design challenge, but for all the characters now, all the residents. Ready? Go.
Matt, you go first. Read yours and the stuff on the back. Read them first.
Right is perfect. White.
Come on. Hey, our dad is not my
Value spaces.
Value spaces that are clean and safe at night.
What's on the back?
There is takeaway, seating, under lights, late night, phones, and
So what are some solutions?
visual safety.
Okay, add one of your chips.
Alright, could you go for yours? How are you going to make this? Go for it.
Oh, where they come in the rubber.
Safe space.
What do you like on the back? Cool. Charlie?
Maybe just attitude and armor.
Cool. Peter?
Oliver captured beauty of landscape water. He appreciates spaces that offer
So we've got this plan. We have bleachers. Each of these four have attended the game. Our nightlifer, our cyclist, who is this guy again? The food vendor, and our photographer. So thinking of those type of people, what can we do to tailor this to them? Let's start with night. Think about it's a night match. It's a late night thing. What do you think he's going to want for his scene? And to not have his stuff fall. Okay, what kind of design? Okay. So let's put that down. He likes special designs and stuff. That kind of stuff. So Anaya, put one of your counters towards the center. Cool, I think that's a good idea. So yeah, your little chips. Cool. What else? We have our food vendor. We have our cyclist, our photographer. Any ideas from you? Okay, have pictures of it so people can see what it looks like beforehand. I like that idea. Photo can do one of your things. This is our community content.
Yeah, you want to be in the middle.
Yeah, right here. So far we have 9. We want more. What are some other ideas? Well, what kind of items will they bring with them?
You have 1 minute.
Food. What if your item is food? Like she wants to go to the bathroom. Would our copy underneath?
He wants a workout station.
We're gonna put toilet paper in each seat. But she's got food. How can we prevent her food from falling over? You ever knock over popcorn and it goes all underneath the bleachers? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, there you go. Pull it in there.
All right. And 5, 4,
Make it a little easier to see.
1. Let's close that conversation. Thank you, Ms. Gross. Thank you. All right. So what I want you to do now is for everybody to leave everything at the table and bring your chairs so that you're facing me over here close together. If you're recording, you're going to bring your device with you over here. So you're going to be facing me. Standing up would be a good solution so we don't ruin the carpet. And bring your chair over here so we can do the reflection. You have 1 minute. Everyone stand up and bring your chair over here so that you're in front of me. Stand up and bring your chair over. Thank you. I think we need to have lessons on following directions. Claire, stand up and get your chair over here, please. I'm going to need you to come up closer, please. Come up closer. Thank you, Corey. And Laura? You guys can fill in over here or over there. Okay, all the way up. Thank you. All right, so this is the final end of game discussion. Okay, so we're going to share out. If you want to share out, what do you think you should do before you should share out? Raise your hand, so you're not just going to blurt out your answer, correct? Great. So I'm going to ask a question, and then you guys are going to raise your hand, and then we will call on you to get your feedback, okay? Thumbs up if you understand. Thank you. All right. The first question, again, is how did it feel to be a designer in this game? Yes, loud enough so that we can hear.
It made my brain hurt.
Why did it make your brain hurt?
There was a lot to do.
There was a lot to do, okay? Who else felt that way? Okay, Juliet, can you tell me why? Add to it.
I feel like you create a solution and then with the addition of the characters, it feels like there's an added layer of, well, that didn't work, I have to scrap that idea.
Right. Okay, very good. Does anybody else want to add to the, it was so much my brain hurt type of situation? You guys know.
This is a different, well, another one on it. It helped me think a little bit more about it. It made me think a little more in depth.
Okay, made you go more in depth. Moses?
Felt unorganized.
Felt unorganized? Because you were going back and forth between things, or just the whole thing? Okay. Anyone else? Okay, who had a different feeling? What did it make it feel like to be a designer? Patient.
It was a little easy once we got past the first part.
Okay, so once we played one round, and you kind of figured out what the game was at wanting you to do, it got easier. Okay, Luke, you had your hand raised. What were you gonna say, hon?
So I just thought it's kind of weird. One hand you're like, oh goody, I came back. It's like it's on. You have to think about it.
Mm-hmm. You have to think about it.
It just keeps going.
It just keeps going. That's a good way to think about design, right?
You're like, you know, like.
Okay. Next, anybody else? Who else? What did it make you feel like? Yes.
It was fun and creative.
It was fun and creative. Anyone else? What did it make you feel like? Somebody from the back, please. One of my 7th or 8th graders. Seventh grade. You're gonna need at least one answer. Yes.
Nervous.
Nervous? Why did it make you feel nervous? Because it was kind of hard. All right. Need one more 7th or 8th grader. You've already answered. That hasn't answered. You got 4 of you. Who's gonna go? Nose goes. All right, Claire. How did it make you feel? Annoyed. Why? It was frustrating. Okay, that's an honest answer. That's okay. Next question. What challenged you? I want to hear some new people. Once we have some new people, then other people who have already answered. What challenged you? Yes. A small amount of time. Do you think that you would have had, you could have met more of the design requirements if you would have had more time? Okay, thank you. Somebody else that has an answer. Jason.
I don't know. It was just didn't really pique my interest.
Didn't really pique your interest? Okay. Someone else who hasn't gone. Yes, Charlie. Trying to suit, yeah, what challenged you was trying to create a solution for other people, not yourself. Mm-hmm. James.
Trying to balance it where it's going to be fair for everybody.
Trying to balance it so it's safe for everyone. Yeah, that's hard, isn't it?
Plus, you know, you've been trying to balance video games, so.
All right, the next question, is there something from this game experience that you are especially proud of? Yes.
Drawing the idea.
Drawing the idea, you liked that?
Yeah.
You could have. Yes. Luke?
That you can come up with ideas.
You could give.
Like for example, like you can basically draw anything that can make sense. Like someone that does it is like chicken jockey that don't make sense. Because it's just it has nothing to do with gardening.
Mm-hmm.
Or you know, stuff like that.
Stuff like that?
Go on.
Okay, who else? Carlos.
Huh?
Is there something from the game experience that you're especially proud of?
Thinking of new ideas and how to suit everyone's needs.
Okay. You're proud that you were able to do that?
Yep.
Awesome. Is there something in your life where you've had an experience like this, where you've done something, you've designed something, whether it's homework assignment, a project, an outfit, a plan of action, and then you had to change it to fit somebody else's needs? Patience?
I had to build a leg prosthetic for one of my classes.
So you had to build a leg prosthetic for one of your classes, and you had to redo it a lot, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what we call iterations. You gotta do it multiple times to make improvements. Okay? Someone else? Jay?
Well, I showed up late, so when I first got there, I was just trying to figure out how to do it. So the best I could do was input ideas.
Okay, but in your life, have there been times where you've designed something and then had to redesign it to meet the needs of others? No? Never?
I don't really design stuff.
Well, what about a plan for your daily schedule?
That's for me.
Right.
I don't have to like change it for other people.
Never ever not even one?
Why don't you, have a battery for
Okay. What do you think your teachers, how do you think your teachers do this?
Go with the flow.
Hmm?
Go with the flow.
Go with the flow?
Listen to a leader.
So what do you think they design on a daily basis?
Their calendars.
Okay.
A lot.
A lot. So every time they have a meeting, do you think that just like is there and it just happens? All the information is just there and it just, somebody told them what to say? No, it's not. So every meeting that they do they have to come up with all that information, and then guess what? Then a kid comes to our meeting and they need help on something totally different than what we planned the whole lesson to be, right? And so what does your teacher do?
And it's different.
They change what they're teaching to meet the needs of their students, right? That's hard. You guys do that in your lives too, right? You go to the drive-thru, you want something and it's not there at that restaurant. Arby's doesn't have the meats all the time. Actually went there on a Sunday and they said we're out of meat. They said we're out of meat. And I was like, I guess I'm gonna have to make another plan, and the food wasn't even for me, right? So I had to shift real quickly. All right, so I appreciate you playing the game today. Thank you for that and for giving your feedback. We are going to put our chairs back where they came from before you move. You are going to, stand up. You guys don't have to. You can do that. You're going to stand up. You're not going to sit in your chair and move it because you don't want to ruin the carpet. You're going to stand up and you're going to move your chair back to where you came from. Okay? You are going to stack all of the papers in the center of the table. You're going to stack all of the counters in the middle of your table.